Alright, alright, alright. Alright, we are back at the Sea Power. Our goal today is to play Sea Power, and after that we are going to play U-boat. Here you can see them in wrong direction. But anyway, yeah, let's Sea Power first, then U-boat. Let me mute myself. And today we have a modded mission once again. I was thinking so many people are playing the stock missions that come with the Sea Power that I might do my own thing. Again, I like to do my thing. And maybe host some modded content. So, what I noticed today is that Sea Power has this file format, and there's like this open file for each of the ship and vehicle and whatever. So this is pretty readable. We don't have any modding guidelines yet, but if you know anything about modding, you can get stuff done, or general in computer games. So I went and modded a Finnish Navy ship, R-boat, guard ship, to the game. And today we are going to beat it against the Romeo class submarine. Let's make a sound check at this point. Okay, yes. So scenarios: we have a 2 red cap corpo and Romeo Must Die. So let's start with playing the Soviet side. Päivä. Hello. How's going, Jari? So our mission is to drop Spetsnaz of the coastal fortress of Glyto. That's in a Turku archipelago. And yeah, at the Gulf of Finland here. And this is our Romeo class submarine. Yeah. Soviet went and basically copied the German design. Okay, that's not a happy thing. And we are following the merchant ship here because why not? This is actually masking us. And there's like other ships around. Yep. Yeah, that's always like a unfortunate situation when you need to enter your studies. Yeah, reading the chat here. Anyway, we have this ship here, and I suppose it's masking our signature a bit. But here in north, I noticed that there's like a guard boat coming at our way. So that's a our class boat. And yep, can't target it yet. I would like to show you, but we can. Yeah, there's other ships here as well. That's making a hard turn. Is that safe? Here it is, and they are using active sonar. So what I did is take this Russian boat and change the values, added some sensors from the Rymättylä class of ships, Finnish ships, and they have depth charge launchers here. So and it's already hunting me. So sucks to be me. Yep, sucks to be me. One of those missions where you can get revealed that right at the start. Okay, yep, that happens. I'll need to do something for this. This is not terribly fast underwater. Yeah, and let's see what happens after that. I think it's going to get us fast. Multitasking, yeah, I know. Multitasking is a bad thing for me. I usually do like several things at once, and well, not really. At the cost of the quality, basically. Let's go deep, or as deep we can. This is not like a terribly deep water here, but I'm kind of concerned about this guard boat here. So we are technically over here, and they are already hunting us. What's our situation? So we have some torpedoes. So okay, so we could definitely fight back. Yeah, sometimes this. Okay, please don't ram the submarine to the bottom of the sea. Okay, they are leveling out. Then again, this maneuver might not help that much, really. Okay, they are determined to hit the bottom here. I would like to keep this depth. Yes, please. Okay. One crisis averted, but this is still going after me. So I don't think they have our current position. Maybe we cavitated at the surface. That's most likely example. But yeah, I like the fact that this is actually made by me. So I added like 3 different sensor systems to this ship. Changed the caliber. The guns here are actually wrong. The wrong models, but they are 23mm. And we have this depth charge thrower is actually, well, it's same different version, but close enough. Close enough. We still don't have any tools or guidelines to modding, so we'll just need to like make do. I think they are still like hunting me. Also, why are you going that way? Sometimes I don't. I wonder why the AI does things that AI does. Yeah, BBC and crossword puzzles. That's great, Jari. Yep. We could technically fight, but I don't know. We are still like a. So our mission is to take pick up space NAS from the outside of the coastal fortress. Suppose we are first trying to avoid. Why are you turning left? Right. Ordered speed 15 knots. Why are you not doing faster than this? Probably because it's actually maneuvering. Okay, now it's picking up some speed. Okay, now it's returning to the. But we are driving towards the shallows, so that's not a happy thing. Okay, so they are shooting us. Oh fudge. Okay, let's shoot back. Okay, that's a depth charge. Flooding moderate. Fire, fire. Oh no, this is not doing. I think we need to go to the surface. Okay, we are not going up, we are going down. Okay, we died. We died and there's our torpedo. So this is our class boat is pretty OP in this modification, but hey, it's like my own, so the torpedo is seemingly missing it. But they got lucky. Okay, the torpedo is turning against. No, it's not. Okay, they might have missed the torpedo. The R-class guard boats are not the most speediest ones. They can do like a 20 knots or so, depending on the model. Okay, now it's turning. No, it's not. Yep. I think guys missed the death. Date with the death. Okay, now it's turning. So apparently it's set like a run to the certain distance and then start to circle around. Okay, now this looks different from the guys. I think that submarine is much more expensive. Ah, there's a ferry. This is pretty dangerous place to start a shooting war. That's still a miss. Okay, it's broke their back. But they're still afloat. Okay. Well, that's the end of that mission. Yeah, we lost. So good thing is that we can actually try this from the other side. Because this is what we played. Now we can be the guard boat. And there were like chances were that there was 40% chance that there's like
Surface, submerged submarine. Contacts detected. Multiple surface. Contacts
okay,
detected.
they already detect the submarine. I suppose the sensors are pretty OP. So, what the interesting thing with this boat is that we have several different sensors, and these are really real sensors that were actually tested with the Riihisalo class guard boat, our boat. So VDS and Toad sonar, they should be like same package, but I had to like do different sensor systems in this.
Stream the towed array. Sonar eye. Track 700.
And they have like horsetail active sonar.
Submarine. Surface search on. Radar eye.
So now we are seeing the submarine here.
Ahead 2/3. Maneuvering eye. Turn to course. Turn to course. 2, 2, 3. Helm eye.
In real life, the depth charge throwers would have like half of the distance that these things have in the game, but I didn't find the correct one. But yeah, this is the first version of this modification. So I have plans to make other Finnish Navy ships using whatever we have already in a game. I'm not going to go full, so we can actually see the submarine. Pretty accurate to find the submarine next to the cargo ship. I mean these things should like keep a huge noise. Or maybe I should like turn this submarine that it's like having a 0 speed at the start of the mission, or start a bit more farther away. There's like couple versions that came out, and game is actually being patched pretty nicely. So the most of players are asking more units, but I think that if we are given modding tools, we can do just fine. May make modifications and ships by ourselves. But this worked out pretty nicely. Might be slightly OP, but it doesn't have a torpedoes, because Finns really didn't use torpedoes back in those days.
05 is classified. Neutral, merchant. Track 7006 is classified.
So this is our
Neutral,
range.
Merchant. Track 7004 is classified. Neutral, merchant.
Yellow is too close and red is the maximum amount. This is very Russian weapon system. It's stuck to the hull, and if you want to aim, you need to steer the ship. So, yep. This is pretty close to the R-class boat, but it has like a lower hull back here. Slightly different arrangement here, but yeah. Close enough. So that's island here. So we know the now we can see here's the Romeo class submarine. They are still making their way very happily. Actually making quite a haste. What is that? 2/3. What if we are going to be like a very coy and coming from here? As you can see, I managed to change the caliber of these guns. So let's see if I can change the models. There were some issues changing the models in the ship, so but it should be like pretty possible if you know what you are doing, which I don't. No, I don't, because we don't have any clue how to do it yet. But it's an open text file, so basically anyone can make any kind of ship, in theory. This model is like a former torpedo boat. It has a space here for the torpedoes. Okay, where is it going? You are not leaving, are you?
Turn to course 229. Hell am I? Engage track 7007. Contact faded. Contact faded. Track.
Okay, now we lost contact. We need to deploy the
I'll stop. Maneuvering eye.
VDS. So what the VDS is variable depth sonar. So it's basically like a small robot that can swim underneath, below or above the layer. So you can basically dip your sonar into the deeper water, and it can go active. So this is one of those battery. So we are making full speed.
I'll stop. Maneuvering eye.
Target too far. Okay.
I'll stop. Maneuvering.
Okay, please.
Ahead full. Ahead full. Ahead full. Ahead full. Maneuvering eye. Ahead standard. Maneuvering eye. I'll stop. Maneuvering eye.
It's not taking any commands from me. Assume direct control.
I'll stop. Maneuvering eye.
Okay, now it's notes. This is still a bit rough on the edges, the game I mean. Come on, you can deploy it. Do we need to be in a 0 knots? Apparently we need to be in this 0 knots.
Lower the VDS transducer. Sonar eye.
Okay, here it is.
Ahead standard. Turn to course 24. Whip it away.
That's a bit far, I think. Still out of the range.
Whip it. Engage track 700. Engaging track 70. Engaging track 70. Engage track 70. Engaging track. Hit track. Engage track 70. Whip it away. Track 7007.
That's pretty on point, by the way.
Engaging track 70. Engaging track 700. Engage track. Whip it away. Engaging track 70. Engage track 7007. Hit track 7007.
That was a good hit. Okay, it's going down. And now they turned down to reload. So this is basically animation from the different ship, but yeah, looks a bit funny, but
Ahead 1/3. Maneuvering eye.
apparently end trigger doesn't work. But that's normal. So yeah, Finnish R-boat is pretty badass. I wonder if we can beat them. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. Anyway. Decisive victory. So in all shortness, that's the idea. Let's make ships and upload them to the Steam workshop, and everyone can do recreate basically their own navy. I was talking today with the guy who's actually making a Australian navy to this game. So I want to try this again. I want to try this again. Maybe we need to shoot first. Okay. So far. Are you controlling that submarine, or are units in just behave like RTS game? You can do both in this game. So if you are in direct control, so you can go. You can direct with your keys. Now turning right, and then we are going to turn left. Essentially, what you could do in cold waters. Let's turning to the left. This is pretty slow, but it's realistic. So okay, so you can basically take the control, but then again you can actually just give them. Oh fudge! You can give them commands, and then there's this nosy R-class boat, which is going to hunt us down if we don't do anything, which we definitely need to do. I was thinking, hoping that it wouldn't be there, but I need to change the settings. So let's shoot. And then, units can do things by their own, but it's mostly good thing if you have weapons hold or weapons tight. Then they don't do as much stupid things like a shoot unarmed civilian ship. But yeah. So this is a bit like a RTS. A lot like RTS, less like a simulator. But it's more like controlling emissions, and everyone can apparently hear everyone. There's another guard boat. So that's the thing with this game. Mostly strategical thinking. Okay, it's turning right, trying to avoid the incoming weapon. And distances are so vast that you need to use the time dilation here. Crank up the time acceleration here, and this can actually cause some memory leak issues and stuff like that. So okay, it's definitely avoiding the guard boat here. And this is now my modded ship, so I did mod this to the game, and it's like it's basically proxy of the Finnish R-class boat, guard boat. So it has a different sensor suite and weapons then. But this otherwise would be. Okay, torpedo it's not turning. Okay. I don't mind. Apparently we could shake the guard boat off with the torpedo, although it's not a kill. It's not going to kill it. They are heading towards the land here. I wonder if when this torpedo starts to their search pattern. And we are doing the flank bell here. Are we doing?
Есть самый полный вперед.
Or that speed? Cavitation. Avoiding cavitation. Speed limited to 9 knots. Okay. Okay, so apparently they are pretty automatic. In some sense. It's turning at us.
Вас понял. Атакую цель 7000. 7006.
I love the 80s kind of soundtrack here. That's it. First one is a miss. Can you go deeper? Just asking for a friend. We are in a shallow probably.
И занять глубину 110. Потерян контакт с целью.
Thermal layer depth 0 feet, okay. Can you go deeper? Because it's a Gulf of Finland, I would say that no, you can't. 210 feet, okay. Apparently you can't change the units of measurements, at least yet. This is an early access game, so. Can you show the part about these planes, for example, how that they use AGM 89 anti? I can show. Definitely. So this has pretty nice unit reference book here, and there's like a pretty nice selection of different vessels and also airplanes. So aircraft is here, and armed PCS yet. So there's like a exocet missiles. AGM 89. AGM 89 was which weapon? Is that there's a harpoon, right? So what you have is, for example, these maritime patrol here. So this can actually carry, P3 can carry harpoons. 89 harpoon. So what was 89? Okay, it's this torpedo is actually now acquiring the card boat. And that's a kill. It's still alive. Oh dear. How much is the distance? We are soon inside this weapons envelope. So they can technically shoot us almost. But luckily they don't move anymore. AGM 89 is that a harm or hellfire? Let's double tap that. And guys, please don't ram into the ground. So we need unit reference. We don't have a unit reference for the weapons at least yet. But you can see the harpoon is being used. Free falling bombs are being fused. ATM 84 is good. ATM new version, I think. Yeah, game is Cold War time, so it's like a 60s to 80s, and that's it. It doesn't have a 90s weapons. Also, this is early access, so you could expect that there's more weapons coming. Like there's already a lot, but more will be coming. Especially if we get to the modding scene active. Let's get the modding scene active, and you can expect anything. Like I did show at the beginning, you could test like a text file. Okay, our boat went down. But it's drinking. So we wasted new shot. And there's this lifeboat. But they did almost get into the range, and we can go to the shallows again. So this isn't as accurate as a simulator than Cold Waters. Then again, Cold Waters was pretty much an action game. Okay, we are double tapping here something. Okay, that's going to send it to the bottom. Okay, that should do it. Unless it's bugged. There were this fake bug before the game release that they didn't die. Then again, capsizing ship is normal. Okay, it's still sinking definitely sinking. So ships capsizing should be like pretty normal thing, but you don't see it many. Okay, there's another arrow ship coming. Okay. So now we are engaged with the Finnish Navy. Oh dear. Avoiding cavitation. I wonder if you can remove that. So you could like go with the cavitation. Of course it's like a death wish, but then yeah. I would still like to have a chance to make stupid choices. Let's classify these as neutrals. And I noticed that this Romeo is actually draining its batteries with an alarming rate. So apparently you shouldn't be like going flank speed all the time. And that this is actually historically the problem that Finnish Navy had, that no torpedoes, technically no torpedoes or anything against submarines, and only these depth charge throwers. So if the submarine is facing them at the open sea, they can't actually fight back. Torpedoes have a much bigger reach. Okay, now it's turning. Guard boats are not terribly fast, so chances that it's going to avoid it are small. Then again, stupid things happen, even in this game, so they are avoiding this, but when the torpedo starts its search pattern. And why the Finns didn't have a torpedoes is because they In a Treaty of Paris 1947, they were banned to have offensive weapons. Torpedoes weren't banned, but having like torpedo boats was banned. So it was like a problematic during the Cold War that they had like a Nuoli class gunboats, which are definitely not torpedo boats. But then again, getting new torpedoes, they had like a G7 torpedoes from the Second World War. Same things we are actually shooting in a U-boat. But electric torpedo project never came to fruition. I wonder if this game would let us like simulate what kind of Finnish electric torpedo might have been. That's probably a kill. Just shy of shooting us. Okay, we are not going to waste any more torpedoes. But both patrol boats came pretty close of shooting us. So if you let them come too close, you are dead, basically. Can't dive and hide.
Вас понял. Курс 92. Потерян контакт с целью. Есть занять глубину. 110. Есть занять глубину. 210.
I wonder if we can go a bit faster. At the bottom. I wonder what that is. There might be like more R-boats. But this has been like a very destructive ordeal for the Finnish Navy. Yeah, it's going to drink. Technically, this Romeo isn't terribly far from the German Type 21 submarine that they had at the end of the war. So Soviets kind of got the blueprints and made their own version, and it got like used like a very long time. In the 80s, this is pretty almost obsolete. Not quite, but almost obsolete vessel. Let's make haste. Okay, we can do 14 knots down here.
Потерян контакт с целью.
So in the end, this game there's lots of micromanagement if you are handling several platforms at the same time. But if you are just playing with the one platform, this is like it has the same feeling than with the cold waters or dangerous waters. I did like to play that game back in the day. That's like 20 years ago almost. That was like a hardcore simulator, and I think the lead designer for this game was the one who was with that project. So yeah, there's definitely going to be like a very hardcore realism feature in this game. Usually you shouldn't get caught if you are playing the submarine, so it's not like you can just dodge the torpedoes like in a cold waters. I haven't played cold waters. I would have liked, but I didn't have a time, so one of those things again. Is that our range?
Потерян контакт с целью.
Okay, that's definitely
Контакт с целью.
our range, basically. So we need to surface and load the batteries, like in a Second World War. We are going to play U-boat today, so that's one thing we need to do in that game.
Есть занять глубину. 100. Новый.
Okay,
Надводный.
something found here. Not the fastest boat.
Новый. Надводный.
We could go to the periscope depth and check around, but that's like well, we are going to be spotted by the radar immediately, so not the thing I want to do.
Новый. Надводный.
Yeah, I need to definitely do a new version of this mission.
Потерян контакт с целью. Есть занять глубину. 32. Поднять перископ. Множественные враждебные цели.
That's a fishing boat.
Поднять устройство РДП. Запустить дизеля.
Let's see if the triggers work this time.
7011. Опознано как враждебный.
Yep, that's a Cluto. That's a coastal fortress. In this game, slightly different, but it is in the real life. But yep, yeah, you can get the idea from this. And that's the 80s was the time when Finnish coastal fortresses were like a very good.
Убрать устройство РДП. Идем на электромоторах.
Okay,
Опустить мачту радиоразведки.
okay, that's a problem. That's a definitely problem.
Новый. Наземный.
Spetsnaz deployed. No, get out of here. Okay. So
Вас понял.
triggers work.
Вас понял. Курс 218. Есть самый полный вперед. 7026. Опознано как враждебный радар.
How deep we can go?
Потерян контакт с целью. Есть занять глубину. 100.
Can we shoot this thing?
Атакую цель. Вас понял.
This is the worst time to get caught.
Потерян контакт с
Did we
целью.
should do? Okay. Apparently we did. Can we use these? Yeah, and anti-submarine, so no. We had two left. This is pretty shallow, so I don't know if they can
Потерян
work.
контакт с целью.
They noticed the torpedoes. Well, duh. Of course they did. Having active sonar and all. And now we need to escape this red
Вас
area here.
понял. Вас понял. Курс. Вас понял. Вас понял. Курс 200.
Something like this.
Потерян контакт с целью.
Okay, they are missing. They're shooting us already. They could be shooting. Okay, it's turning to shoot. Yeah, we are inside of their weapons range. Not the greatest thing to be. Okay, that's a...
Вас понял. Атакую цель. 7000. 7000.
That's not going to help much. Damage control. Okay, that doesn't look good. Okay, that's not look good either. Now it's avoiding at least.
Вас понял.
But are we
Курс
dead in the water?
100. Вас понял. Курс 180. Есть самый полный вперед.
Flooding moderate, hull damage moderate. Damage control teams 1. That's not the greatest. And we can't surface because there's like cannons here. Okay, these are getting hounding the ship. Yeah, it's dead.
7011. Поражена!
Yeah, it's dead. Definitely.
Неконтролируемое затопление. Команде
So
покинуть
my
корабль.
counter fire was pointless basically.
Потерян контакт с целью.
Yeah, but once more with the feeling. And we are in the bottom and leaking. So this time we got like a bit more bit farther, but I should have like shot before. When the immediately when the guard ship appeared. So we are technically dead. Actually we are dead. Flooding uncontrolled. So yep, we are dead. Apparently this is so soft death that triggers won't fire. Our last torpedo is searching for another victim. So very destructive day for all of us. We didn't quite get here. but our class boats now have they have pretty bad sensor suite, so you can get caught against them pretty easily, especially in these littoral areas. I mean this archipelago of Turku is pretty bad. It's shallow and not the greatest place for submarine to be. Also, this is like a coastal fortress, so the game doesn't have hydrophones you could place at the editor just yet. I suppose you could mod them into the game, and in real life the Finnish archipelago has like these hydrophone lines somewhere. Actually, several lines that were spread there during the years, so not really a great place to submarine to be. But anyway, that's our peak to the modability of the sea power. So if we can check unit reference, so our class patrol boat is what I managed to mod to the game, and it was reasonably easy. Still searching the ways how I could actually change the models, but I suppose you could make your own navy with this game. So that was like an objective incomplete and everyone died. That could happen. That could happen. That could definitely happen. I try to avoid making too long missions, because technically you can do create a way too long mission. But yeah, this is the totally modded ship. Did it today actually. Started to learn. So what they did have is Tamir 11 sensor from the Soviet Union, and then domestically Patria has been testing like variable depth sonars and dot sonar array. Basically these two are like a same system, but they are in two different sensors for the sake of the game. Yeah, and ESM. So very much based on the real thing, and not all our class boats had all of these. These were like tested, but definitely like a Stax hoof was the one they used in submarine hunting. So Finns do not have like any more high tech than these to hunt submarines. Then again, archipelago is a very shallow place. Anyway, hey, that's for the sea power. That's what I wanted to show you. So I suppose I will continue working on this and publish a Steam workshop modification for the game later. I don't think I need to like use too much time for this, because this is early access game. It's going to prone to be changing, and that means that yeah, shouldn't like expect these modifications to work forever. And now we have a like time for the U-boat, and I have some ideas for the U-boat. So keep tuning on this channel. I'll end the broadcast and bring it up again, and then we are going to play U-boat. So sea war, but much older technique. Anyway,